Alright, so get it out of your system. Yep, what a nerd. I know. Gold ACR. Can't be helped. Anyway, what's up guys? Jeff here, and today I've got a couple gameplays with the UAV Ballistic Vest combo, and I just kind of want to talk about how good it is, because it's probably one of the best things for getting Moabs, even better than Specialist in free-for-all anyway. And the reason I'm using such amazingly semi-overpowered, good guns today is because the thing about me is when I don't play Call of Duty for a month or so, which has happened a couple times this year, I'm really crappy, you know. I'm not naturally good after I don't play for like a month. So what I do is I basically use the best guns in the game at first, and then generally and gradually as I get better and back into it, I weave away from those guns. And I just kind of start using worse and worse guns until I'm, you know, knifing only with the Stinger or something. So that's basically why I'm using the guns that I am. And I don't even use them that long because I use sleight of hand in these gameplays. So once I'm out of ammo, I just pick up someone else's gun. This first game here is on Underground, and then the second game is an MP7 on Lockdown. So they're pretty fast, fun games. I just kind of want to talk about the Ballistic Vest. I mean, first of all, I have my UAV at 4, and then I got my Ballistic Vest at 5 under the support care package. What is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's support, kill streak, you know, whatever they're called. But, you know, so it's basically if you die, it really doesn't matter. You still get your kill streaks, which is really nice. I don't think it'll make a return in Black Ops 2. It might, because the thing about all this Call of Duty stuff is when one company does one thing, the next company that has the next Call of Duty coming out kind of has to top it while still innovating it. So it's a very hard thing to get perfectly right. And oh, nice little headshot right there, Ballistic Vest for the win. But anyway, the main thing about the Ballistic Vest that is so nice is it really kind of counters a lot of the bullshit in Modern Warfare 3, just in general. You know, you can survive a sniper shot, you can survive a lot of things actually. One time I was stuck by a Semtex, I had my Ballistic Vest, and I was totally fine. The Ballistic Vest just died, but this is basically Juggernaut 2.0 right here when you got your Ballistic Vest, because it's essentially like you have a second set of health. Now, the thing is, in COD 4, when you had Juggernauts, it kind of protected you from explosives and, you know, claymores and grenades, but a lot of the time you die anyway. And then in World at War, they took it a step further and they nerfed Juggernaut basically to the point where it was two different perks: Flak Jacket for explosives and Juggernaut for bullets. And then in Modern Warfare 2, they had Painkiller, but fuck that. And then in Black Ops, they had Second Chance, and fuck that. And then in this game, they have Ballistic Vest, which is basically like Juggernaut 2.0 because it can, you know, you survive sniper shots, and then you can also survive claymores and bullets too. And it is essentially like a second set of health, where if you lose it, you're fine. And the other nice thing about it too is you can take a couple bullets, like, you know, 1 or 2 from long distance, and the ballistic knife, I always say that, the Ballistic Vest won't break, and then it'll still be good. You know, after your health regens, then that kind of regens too, I'm not sure. I know this thing has a base health of 30, and so it just adds on to your health, which is really nice. I definitely use it. It's really good for getting Moabs along with that and the UAV. You know, you're constantly having UAV from that. And then Ballistic Vest, well, especially in free-for-all, you're only going to have a couple encounters. You know, like, if you have, you're not going to ever get, like, double or triple teamed in free-for-all. So it's really good in that one-on-one encounter, basically. And that's about all I have to say about the Ballistic Vest. Just loop it with UAV, don't have a third kill streak, and you should do pretty well. And then obviously in team games, your team will have it, and they'll do better. The only things I play in Modern Warfare 3 really are Search and Free-for-all, so not really that good in Search because you need Dead Silence from Specialist, and then Sit Rep Pro just to be a douche. And yeah, so you guys know how I said, you know, when I suck at Call of Duty, you know, I just said it a minute ago, how I'm kind of crap at first, then I come back, I get better as I go on. Well, what I'm thinking about doing this time is, now that, you know, YouTube and Call of Duty is going to be my foreseeable future for the next 6 months, I'm thinking about where, okay, when I first come back, generally, I always play in 4. Well, now I'm thinking about upping my sensitivity, you know, one a week, basically. So next week I play in 5, next week I play in 6, all the way until I get up into 10. And the reason I'm thinking about doing this is because some of the best players I know and I've, you know, ever seen play on 10, you know. Prodigy Joey, for example, he's really fucking good. He's a beast. He's not human, by the way. I feel like he's an Asian robot of death. And look at his death right here. That's fucking epic. I kill him, and then he revenge spawns right up there. I kill him again, but he revenge double spawns me, or something like that. So I can't even be mad at that. You gotta love them MW3 revenge spawns, but you know what? It's part of MW3, it's part of the fun, it's part of the madness. That was a good throwing knife on his part. And speaking of throwing knives and people that play on 10 really well, another person I noticed and I watched a lot too is the knife handler. Some of you guys might not have heard of him, but he's probably the best throwing knifer I've ever seen. He just goes so ham with a throwing knife in Modern Warfare 3. He's pulled a couple quad feeds with it, and just, you know, throwing knives are really fun to watch in my opinion. And one thing I'm trying to do as a Call of Duty player, this is going to sound nerdy, but I'm trying to evolve and get better, you know. I want to play on 10, I want to get good with the throwing knife. Those are just little things I want to do that I know you guys like to watch, and I like to do, you know. I like to get those moments where I'm just like, oh shit, that was epic, you know. That's the kind of thing I want to do. And then I also want to get good at sniping too, because just to pick up a sniper and get a nice kill with it, you know, for like a final kill cam and search, or just to dick around like that, shit you guys like to see basically. So that's one thing I'm trying to do to get more awesome at Call of Duty. And yeah, this past week I was really busy with my aunt's wedding. Some of you guys know about that. So basically I just uploaded zombies this past week. Some of you guys watched that, some of you guys didn't like that, some of you guys did. I understand that. Those were just kind of filler videos, and I don't think I'm going to do too many of those more for a while. In a couple weeks here, I'm actually going to be going camping, but that's about late July. So that's not right away, but that's kind of soonish. So I think while I'm gone, I'm going to have some zombie games recorded just to upload while I'm gone. My friend will upload them, so you guys aren't left with nothing. And I don't know how that guy didn't get me right there. Lately, I've been panic knifing people a lot, and I must say, it really does fucking work. Just have this mentality that it's better to knife than shoot up close. Because just about in every Call of Duty, a knife will always beat a gun. So, anyway, guys, oh yeah, back on 10 for a second. I forgot to say the whole reason why I want to play on 10, other than to, you know, get better at sniping and stuff. One big thing, too, is just playing on the max sensitivity is a really good thing. You know, you can turn on kids, and you can lock onto targets faster. I remember watching, back on Joey for a second, I remember watching one of his old commentaries, and he was just kind of saying how once you master 10, it's really the best possible thing, because, I mean, once you're good at 10 and you have it down, your accuracy won't suffer, you know, because the first when you initially play on 10, if you were to just turn up your sensitivity to 10 right now and you never played it before, you'd be really inaccurate and, you know, kind of all over the place. But once you get good at it, it's just really good, and just overall, it's a benefit to have, and that I think's worth, you know, practicing for and getting good with. So anyway, that's kind of just why I want to play on 10, and yeah, got my scar here. Like I said, I just pick up random guns most of the time in free-for-all. That's how it goes. Doesn't really matter what gun I'm using in the beginning, just depends what they're all using. And lockdown, just, you can lock down mobs for days right here. Just, I don't want to say camp, but just patrolling this area right here is so easy. And the ballistic vests are just so nice, like I said, for those one-on-one encounters. See that guy's climbing through a wall, then kind of a clumsy kill, but I pick it up in the end. And yeah, I don't know if ballistic vests will be back in Black Ops 2 or any kind of sort of Juggernaut. Maybe there will be. I mean, what do you guys think? Because I feel like a lot of these kill streaks in Black Ops 2 are going to be kind of like, you know, recons, what are they called? Drones, and, you know, all that kind of robotic shit. So I think that's what we're more to expect than, you know, Juggernaut ballistic vest things. I mean, Treyarch always tries to have that MLG approach to Call of Duty, that super balanced kind of approach. And that's why I'm not the biggest fan of Black Ops, just because it's slower paced. And it probably does take more skill than this, but it's definitely not as fun. So anyway, guys, get the Moab right here. And if you want to see another game of me owning it up with the Wombo combo, known as the UAV Ballistic Vest Awesomeness combo, I have another gameplay on Camper's Cabin of that, so I'll put a link to that if you want to check that out. Pretty good game, but not the guy who camps worthy. And by the way, guys, if you guys play on 10, or any of you do play on 10, can you just leave me a comment saying how you like it? You know, does it overall improve your game, or have you considered playing on something lower? And how'd you start playing on 10? And, you know, just all that stuff, because I like reading comments, and I'm kind of interested in that. So anyway, guys, I'm Jeff, and more to come.